a change. And after that little mishap, which by the way, a lot of you have asked, what did you do? I did it. It was my fault. It was self-inflicted. Operation Salvage This Bed is underway. What do I know about this bed? Absolutely nothing other than it's got a pretty good tailgate. An OEM tailgate, I'd like to point out. So whether we skin that or run it as is, that's definitely something I want, which is why I went and picked it up. It's also got a pretty decent bed floor. Well, at least from the top. The bottom's not so pretty. But as you can see, there isn't much else that you can save. Probably gonna save that header panel. Probably not gonna be able to do anything with these sides. I've already got the quarters cut out because the quarters surprisingly had no Bondo and no dents, which is cool. So time to dismantle it. Yeah, save what we can. Well, let's get you a look at that great looking bed floor. Yeah, you can see even all these tubs all pieced together. Sides all pieced together, corners all pieced together, pieced together, and zero bracing under the bed. Yeah, there's no 1x1, nothing. It is just a bed floor, which is fine until a bunch of your friends want to jump in there and cruise around at a show and do the limbo with you. That's how you get the swimming pool effect. So I don't even know if this bed floor is going to be salvageable. It's not bad. We might be able to save it, but I don't know. Right now we're just cutting this thing apart in 90-degree heat because I'm tired of it in my front yard. Smell of Bondo is pretty fierce on that. Yeah, even while I was cutting that top edge, all I could smell was Bondo. That's how much Bondo is on this bed. Which, by the way, a lot of you have asked, what did you do? I did it. It was my fault. It was self-inflicted. I drug it down the side of a trailer. Cut that turn a little bit too sharp, and so there you have it. Spilled the beans. It was self-inflicted. It was my fault. Can you fix this? This side's been hammered before. That whole back quarter is pretty much Bondo from before I got it. When I picked it up, it had big scrapes down the side. You guys can go back and watch that video. I'm not even gonna bother linking to it. But I drug this bed home for $250. The back was wrecked. I spent a lot of time already porta powering that back out and 2x4 and hammering that back corner out. I got it out as best as I could, but as you can see, I think that's still throwing this tailgate off a little bit. The bed is just, I mean, it was a work truck. Like, the header panel's hammered. It needs all this body work on the side. Man, we're in a hurry. We're trying to obey local laws and speed limits. But when you find a good deal on Marketplace, you got to get there before anyone else. I'm actually surprised these people messaged me back. It's kind of a shock. Usually, like, they just message me back. Nope, gone. So, let's go. Let's do this. All right, so it turns out the part that we needed, it was there. Yeah, it was there. and it's in a junkyard or a wrecking yard or a recycling yard or whatever they're calling it nowadays. And they're even gonna pull the part for us. So we needed to kill some time, so we didn't have to make 2 trips down here with the price of gas. So and a Jack in the Box for the first time in I don't know how many years. Let's go see if our parts are ready. So here it is, guys. This is the future. That's right. We bought a Torta truck. Kidding, I'm kidding. We did buy something pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna make us any money though. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But it's certainly gonna make the truck look a lot better. And it's gonna help with that little mishap we had. Look at that. She's a beaut, huh? I don't think there's any body filler in this. I think she's a totally stock bed. She looks good. Even the rail doesn't look that beat up. Anybody looking for a roof? Let's see if I can get a good price for you. Hey, you hear that? That's the sound of my new bed. It sounds as good as it looks. Don't drop it. Oh my God, don't drop it. Oh my God. Look at that stock paint. Woo wee. Oh yeah. That's cool. All right. Now we just cross our fingers that she makes it home okay. Looks good. I love it when you have original paint. So hopefully that means there's no Bondo or nothing hiding under there. Yeah. Even the bed's pretty clean. I'm so happy! Best time to work on these hot days when the sun goes down. Or starts to go down anyways. Junkyard find. This bed looks so good. I was half tempted to get the chrome bumper that went with it. Had one like bumper sticker sized dent in it that would have not bothered me much. Would have been great to drag the hell out of a nice chrome step bumper complete with trailer hitch. Let's get this thing cleaned up a little. Well, that's going to be a lot to edit because I forgot I left this thing running. What do you think? Is it not too bad? Not too bad at all. Yeah, even this isn't smashed. I think that's like some kind of coating or something on there. Because that's a shiny bunch of paint underneath that. Interesting. All right, I can tell you right now, this is where I'm giving a big shout out to that Crawford. Virginia is for lowriders. Go check his channel out. Because I know personally I'm gonna go back tonight and rewatch his video on how he did his Mazda 4-wheel drive bed for his body drop. Why? Because one, it's awesome. You should support other mini truckers in the scene. Two, because he did it before he ever placed it on his truck and somehow it worked out right. So whatever he did, I'm gonna follow suit and hopefully mine comes out as nice as his did, because this is a pretty clean bed and I'd really much like to keep it that way. Stock floor, body drop, bed, take two, something clean, something nice, something that's not gonna take a lot of work to deal with, and it's gonna make me and my eventual body and paint guy and the overall finish process a lot happier that we spent the money and went this route. Now of course, if you have the option, just find a cleaner truck to start with, but I was an idiot. I went for cheap. I went for what I could afford, And now I'm paying the price. So, is what it is. Buy once, cry once is the saying. How much did I pay? You don't want to know. I've heard worse. Okay, so what you guys are used to seeing, God, I know I should just lay so hard on those reps, right? But should we make the change? Summer wheels? Show wheels? I don't know. This is 225 45 17 Antera Opus 109, the real deal. I believe it's an 8-inch wide wheel, 17 by 8. I'm not sure if it's an 8.5. It is a pretty meaty tire on there. It could be an 8.5. That's probably an 8. Yeah, even with that tall tire on there, which is about 24 inches, maybe 24.25 inches, she still tucks hard and lays rocker. And that would certainly ride nice with a big tire on there. And the reason I haven't pulled the trigger on these is because caps, man. I need caps. If anybody's holding good caps, I'll trade you for other wheels. I'll pay. I need good caps.